Hello. So it's a bit windy today, so sorry if the sound isn't as great. But welcome to week 3 of my garden. Today I will show you a bit how everything's been growing, as well as some extra things that I've planted, and I'm super excited to show you. So let's get started. These radishes, from the moment that I put them in the ground, when they just touched base, they started to germinate, but they're doing really well. I'm thinking of doing succession gardening with them. And here you can see the golden globe beetroot. They're yellow, so you won't be able to really find them if you're not looking for them, because you think of beetroot as purple. Succession gardening. That is when you plant seeds a few weeks apart, so that when you harvest the first lot, the second lot is starting to grow. So you'll always have a constant supply of whatever vegetable that you're planting. So succession planting, I will be doing that with the cucumbers, just because cucumbers start to slow their fruit production at the end of their life. So we want young spring chickens. And then also for the root vegetables, so that will be my carrots, my beetroot, my radishes, and then also I'll also do with the cabbages. So by the time I have to harvest that, I'll be able to put that back. And then also for my bush beans, as they are determinate vegetables, meaning they will produce once in a big amount, compared to indeterminate vegetables that will grow and produce throughout the year. So glad that there's no pests or bugs or anything coming after the broccoli. They're doing really good, and my lemon balm is also growing well in its container. So in the meantime, I transplanted my purple queen bush beans. And I know they look a little bit funny in their little twirly rolls. I'll tell you about it in a moment. Really struggled with when I planted marigolds and other vegetables was a cutworm. Now, someone told me before that if I plant any vegetables in a toilet paper, then the cutworm won't cut it because I can't get to it. Well, I do think they can climb over, but either way, I'm trying it. Better safe than sorry. I must say that veggie bed is looking really great. I've got no problems there, except for my carrots. That's not really germinating. Although I think I see one or two. Finally, you can see them there and there. Finally, it's happening. Sometimes carrots take a little bit longer to germinate, apparently, especially in the colder weather. Grenadilla bush growing over our mango tree. And when that drops, it's gonna drop some big fruit on my vegetables. I really hope they will survive it. And as you can see behind this leaf, the hotel is still taking in snail customers. Sometimes I get this blunt moment. Yesterday I was standing in the kitchen making salad, and I was like, oh, I only have tomatoes and green peppers. And then it took me a few seconds. I was like, oh, no, but I have a whole salad bar at my disposal, and also in my other bed that I told you that I'm going to use for my flowers. So I could get some spinach, fresh lettuce leaves, and some broccoli leaves. I planted potatoes, and we'll see how it goes. You can see it's starting to come out there, there, and there. There's nothing here. Do you see what I see? Something new in the garden. Yes, we have a banana tree. And share my boy, we were out, and when we bought it, we're like, yeah, there's a banana tree. And we got home, planted it. The next day, I was out again, and he's like, I want to go home. I want a banana. I was like, dude, the tree hasn't started fruiting yet. But apparently, they give a lot of fruit, obviously once, and then they kind of not die, but they don't bear fruit again. So then you have to cultivate the next one. But luckily they make shoots, and then yeah, you have more. An endless supply of banana trees. To explain to you my setup. So here we have the backyard or side yard for the chickens, and then we have a little opening for them to get out. But it's only when we're at home we do that, because sometimes they do jump over the net. I don't know how, but anyway. And then here at the back we have our tilapia, and they are 7, and they're alive and healthy, and that's all that matters. But I cannot wait until they start producing offspring so that we can eat them. They're very high in protein, not as much in omegas, but that's okay. So I gave my strawberries some fertilizer, just because you can see the leaves are looking a little bit yellow, meaning they need some nutrients. And my basil bush, not looking too great, but it's not dead, so it's a win-win, I suppose. Look at this damage, guys. Oh, the chickens escaped. They climbed into my garlic patch, if you can call it that, and they just went about shuffling and scratching, and luckily they're still in the ground, so I will see if they're actually going to bear fruit. Well, yeah, I really hope so. Is it a fruit? I just hope they bear garlic. Look at all these lovely new leaves from a peach tree. I just don't know. It already started fruiting, so maybe I should need to change the fertilizer that I'm going to give it now, so that it produces nice big juicy fruit. What is that? So this is interesting. I really suck at growing tomatoes. So, and with the pests and everything, it just doesn't work. The red spider mite killing me in the tomatoes. So I am trying the upside down growing method for the tomatoes. Apparently it does very well, and no one spoke about any pests, so we'll see. Look at my azola. Is it just me, or is it starting to multiply? I cannot wait to see what the chickens do with it. So, over the weekend I planted onion. We'll see if that's gonna onion or not. No tomatoes have started to germinate yet, which really sucks. We just have the German chamomile and the borage and my 2 apple trees. And then, can you see what happened here? The slugs like just ate my cucumber leaves. So, and I was really wanting to transplant them this weekend. So I'll just have to do it, or whenever they have 2 or 4 leaves. So I'll just have to plant them again. There you have it, guys. A quick run through my garden.